And good Friday morning to everyone. Already 70 degrees as you're waking up. We'll have that heat index again, making it near 102 before. No, let me back up on that. 98. Out to our west, they've got a chance of 105. I'm buttoning my sleeves. I apologize about that. I should have done that before. But if I touch a computer and I don't have my sleeves buttoned, it just doesn't work out for me. So I apologize for the little slip up there. Good morning. How are you? It is Friday. I'm tickled to be here, and I hope you are as well. Thank you to each of you joining me. We're getting ready for the morning show that is coming up. A lot of topics to discuss this morning. We've got a lot of weather that is in the making. Where is it? Are we still in the cone? We'll answer all of that and how much rain when you start looking at this as it shifts east or west, and we're talking Tropical Storm Fred. Behind Fred is another one that we'll get into in a few moments. As we go to news stories this morning in and around the area, we go to Clark County Hot Topics, and let me pull this up. They have made an arrest in Quitman. Horrifying. A 1-year-old child was murdered last week. The father has been arrested, Theon Breland of Quitman, and charged with murder of a child that occurred at the Clark County Villa Apartments. And again, that was last Friday, 1 week ago today. Chief Barry White talked to Clark County Hot Topics. I've got that posted on my page if you'd like to watch that. It goes into detail of what happened and thoughts for that child. No words for that. It's just upsetting as we've seen 2 children in our area over the last week killed. Awful. Shakes you up. It does me anyway. So keep that in your thoughts. God always needs prayers for all of that. Last night, I guess you could say that it was a fairy tale that came true. I actually forgot about it, or I might have flicked on just to see a few moments of it, but it did happen. Who watched the movie Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner? It actually came to life last night. They went back to where they filmed the movie, made the baseball field, and got the New York Yankees and the White Sox to play the game last night. You go to Fox News this morning, they've got pictures of this. It's pretty neat if you hadn't had a chance of it. As they go down through here, the last play of the game was a home run. Fireworks went off, and it's one of the neatest things I've ever seen as they come out of the cornfield. That's the house, if you'll remember that in the background where they stepped out. Shoeless Joe Jackson, do y'all remember that? And, of course, Kevin Costner walks to the stand at the beginning of the game. One of the neatest things I've seen. I'm glad they've done that. That was just an all-time great ball game or great movie. Maybe that's the word for it. But that did happen last night. As we sit back and watch Afghanistan, it's getting bad. And as America has pulled out, and I'm sure there's a lot of folks that didn't agree with us being there to begin with. But as we watch this brings terrorists that much closer to the United States if they have almost totally overrun the country since our pullout just a few weeks ago. The capital is about to fall, and as Joe, I'm not sure how to word that, but they're going to have to deploy 8,000 troops. That's happening. It really puts us at risk. We'll watch this closely as this comes about. And I don't quite always get every news story that I see. Maybe y'all understand it more than me. But do you remember all the protests where people burned cop cars, they busted out windows, they stole things, and basically nothing really happened to them? Well, in New York this week, and you know, I scratch my head on a lot of these. As Daily Mail reports here, a New York woman was cuffed and thrown in a cell after she was caught walking her dog without a leash. And she couldn't remember her new address. Who hadn't done that? But she was cuffed and stuffed over walking her dog without a leash. I don't quite understand that, do y'all? That's the young lady there. That's headlines across America this morning. Who used to say, what's the world coming to? It really does make you wonder that some days. 70, as I said, as you're waking up right now. Let's take a look at radar and talk about what is coming. We do know that rain is going to be involved with this as Fred makes its way. Let's show you. It's shifted back east and west, back a little bit back and forth, and expect this to happen more before it makes landfall. But by all means, with every shift, Lauderdale County has stayed in it, and also Kemper County, and all the way to Starkville. So let's pull up and let you take a look here at what we're showing this morning on radar. This is Fred. as we look at this. And let's back out where you see the total thing of Fred. Fred is sitting right here as of an hour and a half ago. As we look at this, Fred is got 35-mile-an-hour winds, gusts of 46 miles an hour, moving west-northwest at 10 miles an hour as it makes its way. Now, as we zoom in on this, we've got some tropical storm watches and warnings right in here. This is a, let me pull that up where you can see that. This is a tropical storm warning right here. No hurricane warnings. This is just at this point a tropical storm, and this is a tropical storm watch here on the eastern side, Cape Coral, down here in Florida, if you'll look at this, all the way up to Northport. As we look at this, as it just kind of eases along the side of Florida. This is where landfall at this moment is predicted to be. Here's Tallahassee, here's Panama City. Now, as I've said, this has been a little east, a little west as it updates each time. This will update again this morning, and it'll be a little over, a little back and forth here. At this point, if it were to come ashore and stay the way that it is, it would have 52-mile-an-hour winds when it comes ashore with gusts of 63 miles an hour. And this will be Monday morning in the wee hours, probably about 1:45 if we're guessing. It'll be close to that. Could change a little bit. It will make its way in between these two cities up to Montgomery. But let's go over here to the west. Now, again, the west side is the best side to be on when it comes to tropical storms and hurricanes, and that's where we are. Barely clipping the outskirts of Mobile. It will move into Mississippi right here east of Waynesboro on the outskirts there. Come up through Clark County, taking in downtown equipment. Let's turn on location so you can just kind of see what to expect this weekend of what this is. And what this shadow really means is where the rain will fall. This imaginary line will come right across about where Quitman High School is, right through there and cross right there at the intersection there at East Linda Street. Now, does it mean it's going to rain on both sides of the street? Most likely. This is just the projected path. As it comes across, it will come just east of Enterprise and into Lauderdale County, east of Dunn's Fall. And all of this area here, taken in Clarkdale on out to Lost Gap. On the eastern side of Lauderdale County will be in it. As you'll look at this, most of Lauderdale County is involved in this. Only on this very west side from Dunn's Falls, Stuckey's Bridge, and back toward Newton. Now, yesterday we did see that Newton was in it, but it moved over to the east. This will go up and take in all of Kemper County and just barely taken in right there at the Dollar General on Highway 16 there at Ford Store. On into downtown Louisville. The west side of Louisville on the Winston County side will be all right, but east side will have it. This will go all the way up, taking in all of Starkville, and then due north into Tennessee out of Mississippi, taking in Jackson, Murfreesboro, all of these areas, all the way up to Evansville, Indiana, Louisville, Kentucky, and then coming back down to Johnson City, Tennessee, and just west of Augusta, Georgia, before you go back down here to Gainesville, where all of this comes in. That's an overview of what the cone looks like, of the warned area of where it's coming in. And again, we will most likely, again, get mostly rain because we are on the west side of this. But we will show this. Let's just go ahead and jump to this because we're in the middle of talking about it, so you need to know what's coming up instead of waiting for a little bit later. We pull this up with a hurricane. Behind this is a 70% chance that this storm also will turn into a tropical storm or maybe something bigger. We'll watch it. Here sits Fred. This is following closely behind it, almost the same path. This will happen. This is 5 days from now where it will be. We'll watch it. It's coming. As we look at this morning, there's another look at the path of what we've got there and also the winds of where they'll start feeling this. Saturday morning, 2 a.m., Florida will start feeling the winds as it makes its own way up here into Alabama Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, right here at 8 a.m. And then you get on into Alabama there around Mobile. Y'all should start feeling that around 8 p.m. on Sunday night. So that's a quick kind of look at what's coming up with the hurricanes and what's going on with that. So it's going to be a booger bear as we look at this. The hurricane season now just really getting active. We'll have more of this. This is going to be a mild one in comparison to what can happen. We'll keep you up to date with this as it comes along. So what's going on with heat? Let's take a look at, let's turn off the tropical storm so you can kind of see what's going on nationwide as we pull back up on radar this morning. Let me make sure I've got radar turned on to show you where the rain is this morning. Here we are. here's radars. We do have showers in the Gulf here. Out from Lafayette, as we go here, New Iberia, out in the Gulf, we've got showers. Here's New Orleans, a little bit out there. Off the coast of Mississippi, Pensacola got some showers. As we move inland, our biggest rain is going on right up here in Kansas City, Wichita. If you've ever been in that area there, it's a wet one there this morning. As we come back across west of Amarillo, New Mexico getting some showers this morning. Nothing heavy, nothing bad. Let's turn on and see what the severe weather brings for today nationwide as we pull this out. Louisville, Kentucky, if you're going to be in that area, that's a level 2 today. Also just to the northeast of Denver, Colorado, into Wyoming, these areas will be a level 2. As you back out and look at the nation at large, mostly light rain today, nothing horrifying. But these areas right through here, Kentucky and over here in Colorado, y'all be careful and look at that. Let's see what Saturday looks like as severe weather approaches. It looks a whole lot better there, nothing new. And as we go into Sunday, let's look at the Sunday outlook on all of this and see what it brings. Light rain, a little bit there in Florida. Well, we'll watch that as Fred makes its way in there. More to come with that. So let's talk about heat. Let me turn this off here so you can see this. As we go back over to weather and just look at across the United States of just what's really, look at this. And let's turn on the legend so you can see here. This is where you're getting warmer and warmer up through here. That's what it looks like as a glance across the United States. Areas of heat, the darker it is, the hotter it is. If you'll look out here in Oregon, where they've had continuous heat waves, they've got all these droughts, these fires that are still going on. That's what's happening nationwide as we look at temperatures there. Mississippi, kind of in the norm there. Nothing too horrible there. So that's an outlook at all of that. All right, let's look at our record highs and record lows.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
As we pull this up, we look at today. It was 1954. It was 103 degrees. Yee doggy, as they say, as Jed would say. Today's record low was set back in 04 with a low of 55 degrees. That wasn't too bad at all, was it? As we look at our afternoon showers that will be coming, mostly south of Meridian is what we've got here. Now, this will be in Jasper County a little bit there, just west of Lake Edens, and that chance increases the further that you get down toward Hattiesburg and Brookhaven and those areas. Not saying that we won't get us a scattered shower here, but more likely in this area here. As we jump across and look at the Bama state line, northeastern Alabama will have a larger chance than most of these areas here. Demopolis will see a record high, not a record high, but a temperature of 93 today as we go up through Livingston, about 92 degrees as well. Now, let's look at this. This is the heat risk for today, and it's going to be warm. Now, we're going to have 98 right through all of these areas here from Meridian up to Louisville, Columbus, down through Philadelphia, and over to Newton, and even over into Scott County there. When you get just west of Jackson, it will jump higher, 105 for them today. So warm weather to our friends to the west of Meridian as we look at this. Now, as a national, we sort of looked at this on my map a minute ago, but this comes from the National Weather Service there, what's going on. Just an average there in Meridian, a little above. As you go further north, right up in there, that northeast corner there, it's really, really hot. As we look at our 7-day outlook, our forecast, let's look at this of what we've got today. Again, as I mentioned, afternoon showers possible, 40% chance this will roll in probably about 3:45, 4 o'clock this afternoon is what we're looking for, late in the afternoon there. Otherwise, it's going to be really sunny. Heat index at 98, but that temperature will set at 93 this afternoon. Still continued 30% chance for tonight. That'll happen probably before 8 o'clock. Those chances will roll out. We'll get down to 72 tonight for the low. As we go into Saturday, we're looking for a high of 92, 60% chance. Look at the jump that we'll have there in between today and tomorrow. So rain will most likely happen. We're looking for that to happen after 1 o'clock. So some early afternoon showers. It will be sunny for the most part, 92. But our heat index shoots up a little bit more tomorrow, 100 tomorrow expected on that heat index. A lot of people will be more outside with that weekend warrior thing going on. So keep it in mind, keep plenty of liquids as you're out having to do what you got to do, trying to catch up from the week. Down to 30% chance tomorrow night as we roll into Sunday morning. It goes higher, 70% chance of showers there. Most likely after you get out of church, after that church bell rings, you finally get to your car. About 1 o'clock is when we expect the showers to have their chance of moving in. High of 90 on Sunday. As we go back to work, we still got it there, as Fred will be making its way through our area there. 60% chance, 50% on through Thursday. We've got a 60% chance of showers. And as we jump ahead and look at those temperatures, still hovering right at 90 all the way through the 27th of August. That's all up and coming. September will be here before you know it. So we've got some rain in store for us. Most of that will happen tomorrow. As we go through this, we got a bigger chance tomorrow. So keep it in mind as you plan your weekend of what you got to do. It could be wet. We don't want you to get wet at all there as you plan your day and take care of things there. Again, afternoon shower could happen for us this afternoon. Let's say a few good mornings. Let's go over here so I can say hello to Bree Packer. Hope you're doing good. It is Friday, and you had to say it, didn't you? Bree just had to open that can of worms. I was going to ignore that. Today is Friday the 13th. I somehow had forgotten all about that. Oh, yeah, Terry, you're also wanting to remind everybody. Thank you. Bree, thank you. Terry Reed, thank you so much. Brian Troy, good morning to you. Lamar Henry is up. Good morning. Sunshine expected in your area. Sylvia Stewart along with Beth Vick. Nick Dowell is up today, shaking a leg, trying to get to work, along with Miss Ruth Key. JT Rigdon is up today. Good morning from Clanton, Alabama. Kathy Abston. How are you today? Hope everything's going well there. Enjoy following. Thank you for following. We appreciate you, Kathy, a whole lot there. You and Larry. Appreciate y'all a whole lot there. Daniel and Beverly Pilgrim joins us, along with Miss Joyce Stamper, also LaWanda Grantham and Joyce Snowden Godwin. Thank you to all of you for following. We'll be back here in just a little bit as we'll fire off the morning show beginning at 8 o'clock. We got a lot to talk about today of what's going on in the community. Get you caught up nationwide as well and across the Southeast. I focus a lot on the Southeast that is close to us, and we dibble-dabble here and there across the United States to make sure anything doesn't sneak up on you don't know about. All that's on the way this morning. Make sure you come back and join us. That'll kick off at 8 a.m. Right now, it's 70 as we wait for that high a little bit later on, about 92 degrees today. Warm weather. Heat index is going to be pretty rough there. We'll do that, and we'll tell you about how you can get your air conditioner fixed and all that good stuff all on the way this morning. Make sure to come back and join us. I appreciate y'all being a part of this each and every day. We'll see you soon here at Scotty Ray's Weather, kicking off at 8 a.m. this morning.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by